You're trying to figure out what your ultimate calling is. How many have been in ministry for a while, and many people, when they come up to you, they go, I don't know what my destiny is. Like, how many that was your biggest thing once you got saved? Or once you got Spirit-filled? What do I do with this great salvation? Do I become a doctor, a lawyer? Do I go ministry? What do I do to give back? I'm saved now, but this is too big just for me. How many want to know your destiny? How many want to know how to walk into it? How many want to know what conversation you had with God before you were on the earth? Said, I knew you and called you for Jeremiah as a prophet to the nations. So you're saved, and then you go, I know I'm called for something, but you can't remember what that was. After all the trauma and the food and not talking and the umbilical cord and the blood, you're like, now it's been many years, you can't remember. If you could talk as a baby, you could probably just go, oh yeah, he told me a year ago, 9 months ago, blah, blah, blah. How many want to get that back and get your full destiny? So here's what happens is you're saved, and then you also have a sin nature pulling on you. You didn't have that in heaven. But now you're born on the earth. How many have noticed that? You're saved, but when you're not in the Spirit or not in God, the sin nature tries to pull you back. There's a default mechanism where if you don't purposely go to God, it'll by default go to the sins on your forefathers. How many have seen children and their children's children following like even sicknesses, like diabetes? Doctors will say, oh yeah, it's in your family line. You have a high percentage chance of you getting like your grandfather had it, your father had it. How many know generational curses, right? But also sin on generational lines. You could take a baby and adopt it. These Native American babies that we know, and there's people adopted them, and the parents were drug addicts, and when the kids got older, they were drawn to addiction. It was in the bloodline unless you break it. So Jesus saves your soul, but sometimes you have to break still the pattern of iniquity. Sometimes immediately it gets broken off, like drug addicts never went back to it, but other times they get saved, but the iniquity pattern never got broken off. It's getting quiet in here. So that's why some people don't fulfill their destiny, because you have two destinies pulling on you now. You got the one from heaven, and then you got the one on the bloodline. See what I'm saying? Should I stay or should I go? Paul said, that which I want to do, I don't do. That which I should do, I don't. Oh, wretched man that I am, but for the grace of God. How many want to break that thing completely? This is going to be fun for you. How many want this to know how to fulfill? And how many have ever got almost to your breakthrough of different areas in your life, and then something pulls you back? Maybe an anger problem that your father had. Just, why do I keep getting angry and ruin it, and then you have to go through the mountain another year? Or why do I keep falling in this? Or how many want to break the pattern? Because once you break the cycle, you get the next level of breakthrough. The promotion. Oh, man. So when you're being tested, then you know, wait, I'm about to get promoted, actually. You think you're a terrible person. Oh, my God, how could I do this? You're actually being tested so you can break it and go to the next level. Sometimes right before your greatest victory is your greatest defeat, you think. Have you ever been there? Like you thought all was lost. I really screwed up. Oh, my gosh. And then God opens the biggest door because you pushed through it.